Okay, I'm gonna get straight to it. I got an altcoin. It can 77 to 76x, depending on if my speculation plays out. It is extremely undervalued either way. Low market cap, altcoin gem. Like very low market cap. And yes, I have personally invested into this altcoin myself. Keep watching. Hey guys, before we jump into the video, I just wanted to update you really quickly. There are hundreds of people impersonating me. They have made a business model out of it. These guys are making new accounts at will. They will copy my posts. They will copy my avatar. They are going to copy and paste everything about my life to convince you that they are me. You guys know the only thing I sell is the fundamentalsecrets.com, my digital course. So if you apply there, then yes, somebody will reach out. Other than that, guys, it's a scammer. Don't let them take your money. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another video. And today we're talking about altcoins, my specialty. Okay, if you don't know who I am, I've basically been massively researching the cryptocurrency and altcoin space for 6 years. And like I always say, if you don't get with this technology, you will get left behind. If you don't get with this technology, you might get left behind. You will 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 get left behind. I invested in Ethereum at $3 to $7, and I've been able to get multiple 100x altcoins. I am not always 100% correct, and I am a human being just like you, but I think the valuable part about my channel is the fact that I back up everything I say with ridiculous evidence. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I highly suggest you not only subscribe to the channel, but turn on the post notification bells.
This song already was turned, but here's a bell. Everything that I know is rich as hell.
Only 24% of you get the videos quick. So if you want to get the videos quick, some of this is very time sensitive. I'm talking about the next hour, some of these coins move. I highly suggest you turn on post notification bells, as well as like the video for the search term algorithm. And of course, share it with a friend that wants to make money. I don't know, but this is not financial advice. This is just simply me providing you guys with as much research as I possibly can in the cryptocurrency space. I research entire ecosystems. I have a fundamental analysis checklist that I go through right in front of you so you can learn cryptocurrency the proper way instead of just taking somebody's word for it. I don't like giving out information so people just take my word for it. I like backing up everything with evidence. And I believe the biggest proposition to what we're doing here is the simple fact that I do not, in no way, shape, or form, or will ever accept sponsorships by any coin, which allows me to have a very unbiased perspective in the cryptocurrency space. So let's jump into the actual video. If we come over here, there's a new ecosystem. If you guys have been following me, I've been diving into the Cardano ecosystem before September 12th and smart contract capabilities, but now I gotta do something different because this is more undervalued. Remember, if you wanna play it safe, stick to the top 20 coins. If you look at CoinGecko, I'm talking about by coin market cap size. You could look at their market caps. It's not always cut and dry, but the more money invested, the better chance it is to not get scammed, right? But if we go further down on the top 100 list, there's some coins there that's like the sweet spot for me, where I like to invest into projects that are maybe like anywhere, coin 100 up to 50. And if these get up to the top 10, that's a really good sweet spot because it's not a scam, it's not going to rug pull or go to zero, but there's still maybe a 3 to 5x potential. Now, the coin I'm talking about is Phantom. Now, the undervalued coin is not Phantom. It's a coin on Phantom, right? So it's kind of like double speculation. So just understand that this research is very, very, very risky. And considering the fact that the altcoin is not even, it's like on an ecosystem that's not even, top 10, right? So just take all of this with a grain of salt. Again, and I really did invest my own money, but when I invested, it was a very small amount. So remember, good risk management goes a long way, okay? Don't put your whole net worth into one of these undervalued coins. Sometimes I'll invest in 10 and only 3 of them will do well. The other 7 will drop, but the 3 that do well will make way more money than all the losses. This is the point. Risk management is everything. And if you don't have a strategy for cryptocurrency, I highly suggest you guys head over to the website, fundamentalsecrets.com. This is where I have my coaching. This is where I do my coin calls, et cetera, et cetera. You get the point. So if we look at the Phantom ecosystem, you see it's been growing pretty well. And I'm going to go over some phantom price. We're going to go over some market conditions. If we look at Bitcoin's price, we can see that we're hovering in this order block here. And I've actually drew this out like about 2 weeks ago. My goal here is, I think on the side, it's going to trade sideways for some time. We don't know for sure. Now, when we get up to about the 52, 53K mark, if we reject, I'll probably get out of some position. So you guys know ahead of time, I'll probably sell the majority of my altcoins as well as some of my Ethereum and Bitcoin. But my goal here is, as long as we're in this order block, I'm going to keep investing into some altcoins. And the reason why we're looking at Bitcoin's price here is just very simple fact that Bitcoin runs the market. Pretty much Bitcoin brings down the market or brings it up. So as long as it's trading sideways, we've noticed that there's been like a little altcoin season as it's trading sideways. So, could we reach the top here at 53K, 52K, and then reject down and altcoins, lose a lot of value? Yes, I think that can happen. So at least in the meantime, we're going to see it, continue to trade sideways and maybe a little bit up. And from there, it's good to invest in altcoins. But remember, I get in and out of altcoins very quick. I am not attached to these altcoins. Like, I know a lot of people are, HODL hold for long term. No, I look for like a 3 to 5x and I get out. I don't. If anything, the only coins I hold long term right now are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. That's it. That's the only coins in my long term bag. So good risk management again is the way to go. You have to have proper portfolio management. You guys just can't be dumping your whole bag into these crazy coins that some YouTuber called. Like, please, I really want people to not lose money. And there's just very simple things like just having risk management that are really important. So Bitcoin trading sideways, it looks good for altcoins. If you look at the altcoin index perpetual futures on FTX, you can see that we're reaching relative all-time highs. Can we pass this all-time high here? I would say yes. And if it doesn't, at least we have a nice little jump over about 20% to the all-time high. I don't really see any resistance up until then. Maybe this order block here, but I doubt it. We're going to blow right through it. Altcoins have been doing really well, and there's been major improvements. And Cardano is launching September 12th. So it's like a whole bunch of altcoin momentum. And if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically an index created by FTX that takes in consideration every altcoin. So altcoins are clearly really doing well. If we look at the total two, which is pretty much the same thing, it's all altcoins, excluding Bitcoin dominance. So as you can see here, it's excluding Bitcoin, not dominance. It's excluding the Bitcoin market cap. You can see same thing. I don't really see any resistance. I think we're going to probably retest all-time highs. And at that point, if Bitcoin touches, it's very simple. If Bitcoin gets up to around 52, 53K and rejects, and if the total two and altcoin perpetual futures index gets to the all-time high and rejects, this is a good time to take profit on altcoins. Some of the altcoins have been doing really well. So if we look at Phantom's price, again, doing really well. And this is actually compared to the US dollar, not Bitcoin, but still it's amazing. In the past couple of days, it's been surging, and it's for obvious reasons. This is just going simply parabolic. Look at this volume right here. Absolutely ridiculous. Phantom, again, undervalued in my personal opinion. They have a lot of utility. They supposedly solved the trilemma with their new consensus mechanism. And they just have a lot of benefit to them. If we look at the top 100 altcoins versus Bitcoin dominance, you can see kind of the similar story throughout the board. I don't need to beat a dead horse. So this is the big announcement right here. This is the first incentive program I've seen to do this, and it's probably one of the smartest I've ever seen. This came out August 30th, 2021. This caused the price of Phantom to surge, and I think it's going to continue to surge by the way they're doing it. So it's very simple. An incentive program is made by the layer one. This is a layer one. This is basically a smart contract platform that you could develop decentralized applications on, similar to Ethereum, but they have a different consensus mechanism that it makes it very fast and cheap for transactions. And it's supposed to solve the trilemma problem that Ethereum has faced since its existence. So they have the scalability, they have the security, and they have the speed, right? So if we come over here, this incentive program is basically trying to get developers onto this layer one to build apps. Now, previously, the way they did it is they would incentivize through liquidity, and they would incentivize, for example, like users. They would want users to come over to the platform, and we've seen this with other protocols like Avalanche. We've seen it with Binance Smart Chain, but this one's a little bit different. They actually have milestones, and it's actually very profitable. So as you can see here, they're giving away $370 million to this program, and it's very simple. If they can get a total value locked of 5 million, they can receive 1 million FTM, which right now FTM is about 90 cents. So they can receive about $900,000, and it's a 12-month vested period. So it gets locked up for 12 months, but every month they release. So you could get paid anywhere from $70,000 to $80,000 if you get a 5 million TVL, which is not hard. That is not hard. So basically, if I'm a developer, I create a decentralized application, I get liquidity. If it reaches 5 million, I'm getting paid $70,000 to $80,000 a month. That's absolutely insane. Not only that, but like I said, it's kind of like a roadmap. So if you get to 100 million, they're going to pay you 5 million Phantom. And actually, they said that they were going to make it even better in the future, and they're going to pay more. So again, we've seen incentive programs before, but we've never seen them like this. The way it was created is kind of like trying to keep the developers there, other than, you know, just incentivizing them real quick and then them leaving for the next best thing, right? The whole point of it is so that the developers can reach these, you know, on the roadmap and make more and more money, you know, to develop on Phantom. It's crazy. That's a lot of money, guys, for a developer, at least a new developer. So just take that into consideration when it comes to Phantom. This is the reason why people have been going crazy. And Andre Cronier, which is supposed to be called, you know, the godfather of, they call him the father. I don't know why I say godfather. I think godfather gives a sense of like a superiority or something. But
well, now,
the Doge father.
Okay, Doge father. So
they call him the father of DeFi. And basically, he has been shilling Phantom for so long because of, you know, how they work and how he's a part of the team and a superior consensus mechanism and how it actually runs. Like, we could talk about like this program all day, but the actual product itself is really good. I used it myself. It's very fast, instant transactions in a lot of cases, and extremely cheap. So if we go over to the Twitter, this guy basically has a thread on different incentive programs. And I'm not going to dive into it extremely deep. You can read it for yourself if you like. His name is 0xKYDO. Basically, the point here is he's showing the differences between some different programs, Cello as well as AVAX, and the advantages and disadvantages of both, right? And again, Phantom is making it like a sticky way. They're trying to keep the developers by continuing to incentivize them. So again, I just wanted to kind of show that to you guys so you guys can go look into it for yourself. But I thought it was pretty interesting. If we come over to this next piece of news, there's a Coinbase listing probably happening for Phantom. Okay, now I want to be very clear. I've called multiple Coinbase listings on this channel. I've done it at least 15 times in the past year. And the reason why this is important is because there's something called the Coinbase effect. It's not all the time, but a good amount of times, you know, it launches on Coinbase, you get a lot of liquidity, it starts going viral. The thing about Coinbase is that they're obviously way better researchers than me and my team. They have way more researchers. So if I can call it before them, you know, that means we're doing something correct, right? We're finding the undervalued coins before they put them on Coinbase. And Coinbase, if they're putting it on Coinbase, it's pretty much not a scam. Also, it's in regulatory compliance. That's really important. If they're launching on Coinbase, it's regulatory compliance. And a lot of these coins you guys are jumping into, they can be regulated out of existence. That's just a fact. So this gives an extra sense of security. And the last coin I called before I went on Coinbase, and it just went on like about 2 days ago, was RAD. I made the RAD video. It pumped in price. People got mad at me because it dropped in price, even though it wasn't my fault. There was a whale that dumped. I made a full video on this. You guys can watch on the channel. But, you know, it got listed on Coinbase. Fundamental analysis, the checklist that I created works. It works not only one time, but it works predictably over a period of time. I've been consolidating my information for years. And I have proven time and time again that if you use strong fundamentals and you put it together with a nice strategy, you are going to outcompete Bitcoin and Ethereum over the long haul. Okay. And I'm saying this for a reason because, like, you go on YouTube channels and you go on some of these Twitter threads and stuff like that, and these guys have fragmented strategies. I have consolidated it into a checklist that is repeatable and step by step. That is really important to understand because, you know, if it only works for you, who's it benefiting? But I have a full community of people that are benefiting with results from this checklist. So I highly recommend you guys find your own strategy and hone into it and use it to your advantage because it can help you call things like this. Phantom integrates support for Phantom mainnet. So this is not them launching on Coinbase. This is them launching into their Coinbase wallet, which is basically a MetaMask competitor. So Phantom is integrating into their wallet basically. And this is just a clear sign that in the future, they're going to launch on Coinbase. They haven't launched there yet. I'm pretty confident. Again, I will call Phantom. I'm calling it before it happens. It's going to launch on Coinbase, and you guys are going to remember this video. That's for sure. If we come over to here, I've talked about this in another video, But basically, this is just some testing going on with a bridge from ETH to Phantom in the NFT world. We've been seeing NFTs do really, really well, really, really well. And NFTs are just basically its own little bubble. So if I could take my NFTs and bring them to the Phantom network and vice versa, that can be huge. That can be really, really big. No other ecosystem has done the NFT bridge yet, and this is the first to do it. And if we see the incentivization model, the program, or $370 million going to developers, they're not just incentivizing DeFi, like I said before. They're incentivizing NFT marketplaces, games, et cetera, et cetera. So very, very interesting, guys, how it's all lining up. If we look at Phantom's price, you can see it's down 10% on the day. Unfortunately, I purchased, so I'm down a little bit. I would not mind dollar cost averaging into this at all. If we look at the total market capitalization, we have 2.1 billion, which is nothing considering if you look at Binance Smart Chain, they're about like 9 billion in market cap. So a lot of room to grow. Can we see a 4x, 5x? I would not be surprised if we see some, good developments from Phantom. But this is kind of like the main, I guess you could say consensus mechanism, or the reason why Phantom is so good, in my personal opinion, when it comes to the product perspective. And guys, really quickly, I know you're going to get lost, but the reason why we're talking about Phantom is because this coin is on the Phantom ecosystem. So that 76x coin, we have to make a case for Phantom first, because if Phantom doesn't do well, this coin will never do well. So I'm just going over Phantom right now, even though in my personal opinion, Phantom's a very safe asymmetrical bet as well. But the other coin is on the Phantom network. So we have to look into the consensus mechanism. It's very simple. I'm not going to get very technical because I know it'll go over people's heads, but unlike proof of work, round robin proof of stake, coinage proof of stake, and sync BFT, Legasis, I don't know how to pronounce that, nodes don't send blocks to each other. Only events are being synced between nodes. Validators don't vote on a concrete state of the network. Instead, they periodically exchange observed transactions and events with peers. So this allows it to be a lot more lightweight. Supposedly they solved the trilemma. A lot of people have been talking about this consensus mechanism because it just seems to work and it's very popular. So very interesting stuff there. If we look at DeFi Llama, this is basically the decentralized ecosystem on Avalanche. Let me refresh it. You can see that the TVL is 170 billion locked, and you can see it's growing rapidly. Look how crazy that growth is right there. Look at these 7-day changes on the TVL rankings and stuff like that. There's obviously a lot of people jumping on, and I've seen this over and over again. I've seen it with Avalanche. I've seen it with Binance Smart Chain. I've seen it with all of these smart contract platforms. They want to get this yield. Their attention is on the Phantom network now. If we look at Atari, even them, as you can see here, legendary game developer Atari has announced it will be officially operating on the Phantom blockchain. They're moving over for a reason. Phantom looks good. Guys, leave a comment below if you want me to do a whole Phantom ecosystem deep dive similar to what I did with Cardano. I don't mind doing it. If I get 2,000 comments on it, I'll definitely do it. It's not a problem. I'm probably going to do it anyways, to be honest, but leave a comment below if you guys want that, or if you want me to jump into, Avalanche, let me know in the comment section. Seriously. So let's jump into the actual coin, which is called Boo, or Spooky Finance. Now, they have like a Halloween theme because of the obvious reason, Phantom, the name Phantom. So all of these DeFi protocols have like a Halloween kind of scary type of theme. Very interesting. If we look at the market cap, I told you it was undervalued, 68 million. It's very small. That is not big. That's a good sweet spot for me, in my personal opinion, because if it gets to the 500 million, it's an easy 5-6x. And this is where you make money, guys. And I've told you like a 1,000 times, you have to make sure you invest in multiple projects, okay? Multiple, not just spooky, especially if you only have a couple $1,000 and you put it all into this one project, you will most likely lose your money and the volatility will be crazy. So just be very careful, risk management. But as you can see here, 24-hour trading volume is 5.6 million. What is Spooky Finance? It's basically just a decentralized exchange on Phantom. So I'm not doing anything new here. If Phantom does well, then this decentralized exchange is the biggest one, and this should do well. So as you can see here, they have 238 million total value locked. They got that, they passed that 100 million. So you already know they got incentivized by Phantom with this new program. Their market cap is 75 million. And they have this coin. Let me go into some research. You can see from the website that they are actively developing this. This team looks legit. They are anonymous for obvious reasons, for regulation and stuff like that, but they update consistently. And there's a lot of people reading it too, as you can see here. This is a really good sign when it comes to product and the team. The team is consistently updating. I've seen a lot of dead projects where they have like 2 articles. They clearly are working very hard on this project, and they are the best decentralized exchange on this ecosystem. So pay attention. Very simple, different from other dexes. We're invested in building a strong foundation with our Boo token as a governance token, diverse farms grants to encourage a healthy ecology of phantom projects and user-centered service. So in April, as you can see here, they earned an endorsement from the Phantom Foundation, passed 7 proposals with the community. They had an airdrop event with Alchemex and Alpha Finance Labs, added Wolfie sponsored farm, established partnership with Popsicle. They've just been working. I'm not going to go over all of it, but they've been working. Made a bridge for Phantom Ethereum Binance Smart Chain. Their team is crazy, top notch. They've been doing really well. And I've been hearing from a lot of other people too. They've been doing well. The emission schedule, nothing out of the ordinary. Just want to see if there was any red flags. If we look at the tokenomics, this is also where they shine. They're giving out emissions 80% to liquidity farms, 72.7 cent to LP farm rewards. And they only kept for developer 5%. New bonus 2%, community airdrop 7%. They're giving that to community, so it looks like more than 80% of all the tokens were given to the community. So I don't know what you guys want me to say, but this looks good in pretty much every area. I just wish the team wasn't anonymous, but this is just a common thing when it comes to decentralized exchanges. It's very hard to get an open one because of DeFi regulation and stuff like that. If you look at the roadmap for phase 3, quarter 3, 2021 coming up. User dashboard / portfolio interface. That's nice. Limit orders on a decentralized exchange. Expert trader page, charts, order history, and more. So they're getting like more charts and stuff like that, like kind of like similar to centralized exchanges. Partnered staking, stake XBoo, earn partner token. Interesting. Similar to Sushi Swap and XSushi. Boo price feed with ban, website light mode, and other redesigns, team expansion. So clearly they've been doing well. They've been using that money to good use, and they are knocking out their roadmap. Good roadmap there. If we look into the security audit, we don't have any critical findings or major findings. Very simple. It looks like it's just a copy of any other decentralized exchange. So nothing out of the ordinary there. If we go into just a couple of other things before I head out, Spooky Swap has made a top 10 decentralized exchange in all of DeFi according to CoinGecko with this recent volume surge. So it's on people's radar now. They're seeing it. There's a whole bunch of volume being traded on Spooky Swap, so long-term success looks good. In general, I mean, I don't know if I like the artwork too much, but we've seen it. It's very simple. It's an easy, simple strategy, guys. We've seen decentralized exchanges work. Okay, I think Phantom's gonna do well. I think even if we look at CoinGecko, it is vastly undervalued. So if I have some Phantom, right? Let me just type in let's just scroll down actually. I think it's number 60 on CoinGecko, or number 71. So very far down, only 2.1 billion, right? FTM, as you can see here, they're getting integrated into, so many different, Cream.finance, Curve, they got integrated into Aave. You're getting integrated into the big ERC20 decentralized exchanges. They have an ERC20, it's not a converter, but basically you can easily access the network with MetaMask the same way we could with all the other ones. They make the integration very simple. They have the incentivization model that nobody else has ever used before to keep developers. Do I think it could be a top 20 coin? I think it's very likely. And if we look at the top 20, that's an easy 3x. So if that 3x's, then a coin like Spooky Swap or Boo with literally a market cap of 67 million, which is extremely small, can easily do some numbers. So let's do a little price prediction. Like I always do. If we look at Pancake Swap, you can see the market cap is 5.2 billion. Now, my goal here is not to be 100% correct. I'm just giving you numbers. I want to give you the growth potential. So if this plays out like Pancake Swap and is like the best prediction ever, this is where we get our 76x. All we have to do is divide the market caps, right? And this is, again, not going to be accurate, but very simple. All I did was divide the market cap of Pancake Swap with Spooky Swap, and we have a 76.72x potential. Even if it's a quarter of that, it's close to a 20x, 15x. That is exponential gains for me. And guys, I've called a couple 100x, even though I'm not always right. This is where you make your money. Asymmetrical bets, high risk, high reward, similar to penny stocks. You guys know the deal. You guys know what I'm talking about on this channel. That's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this, guys. Catch you in the next one.